Vollmer's approach in dealing with national media relations is essentially the same approach we use when dealing with our clients. We really want to form relationships with the national media, with any media, specifically with the national media, because in forming a relationship with them, you become a source to them beyond what you're just pitching at the moment. You become a source to them for the industry that you're pitching. You become a source to them for different ways that PR can help them. And it's just really important that you look at them as, a relationship versus the media, because then they recognize that you need them as much as they need you. Some of the keys to creating successful relationships with the media is understanding who their audience is. Okay, I mean, it's real easy to pick up the phone and just pitch anybody, but at the end of the day, you really have to be able to understand who their audience is, because they don't have time. They get so many calls, they get so many pitches, and if you know who their audience is, what the story is that they're trying to tell, then chances are you're going to have a better conversation with them. At Vollmer, we have learned that there are a lot of things that really irritate the national media. Some of those things include, not knowing who their audience is, and pitching a story that has absolutely nothing to do with what they cover and what their audience is. Not responding to them. I mean, first of all, they get so many pitches and they have so many emails in their inbox every single day. And if you actually receive feedback from a national media person and they say to you, call me back at this time, and you don't, that really irritates them because you've already missed that opportunity. Another thing that's really annoyance to them is press release PR. I mean, we really need to go beyond the press release when you're talking about national media, because they're not interested in what your press release is. They're interested in a component of your press release. The press release is a great tool, but it's not the entire story. And speaking of the press release, finally, another thing that really irritates them is mass distribution emails. They certainly do not want to see their name copied with about 20,000 other people that you're just blanketing out there with a press release. One of the things that we teach at Vollmer about getting over your fear of talking with the media, and specifically the national media, is pick up the phone. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, sometimes national media is actually easier to speak to than local media, because they actually are looking for trend stories. They are looking for clients or products or companies that represent the stories that they are dealing with. And if you understand as a PR person that when dealing with the national media, their goal is not to talk about your client or your company or your product, is to talk about the overall trend of what that client could be participating in, and also recognize that they're going to a much larger audience than the local market. So if you understand that and you understand how they work and you pick up the phone, you should really get over your fears quite quickly. Vollmer's success rate with the national media is quite high. Over the years, we've forged great relationships with some of the top editors and writers, as well as some of the top producers across the country. One of my favorite things about pitching the national media is the results. Nothing gets me more excited than flipping through magazines or watching a television program and knowing Vollmer was responsible for that placement.